In 1824, the sails broke the quiet of the bay. Moreton Bay they named it when they raised the flag that day. No treaty with the people who had kept this country strong. They call the land Terra Nullius empty, though the fires burn long. The surveyors stretched their chains across the flats and stony rise. They gave the creeks new English names and drew the boundaries twice. The boundary line, it cut the song lines through. It turned the keepers into strangers on the land their fathers knew. Boundary Creek and Boundary Road still carry that old name, where the empire drew its borders and the old people bore the shame. The troopers rode its edges when the squatters claimed their run, and those who crossed without permission found the line had just begun. The pastoral run spread outward like a fever on the plain. When the old people returned to hunt, the troopers came again. Dispersal was the word they wrote in ledgers sent to town, but it left the camps in silence where the ancient tracks ran down. From the river flats of Brisbane to the farthest western scrub, the line advanced with force and law and filled the creeks with blood-red mud. In Meanjin by the river, where the Turrbal lit their fires, they drove the post on Boundary Street to mark the town's desires. After for the people of the land were ordered to withdraw beyond the line into the dark, or face the troopers' law. A curfew for the dispossessed in the city they had known, while the empire's children built their world upon the land they'd never owned. The creeks still bear those survey names, the roads still run the same, but every time we speak them, we walk through the weight of blame. No handshake, no agreement, just the chain and peg and pen. They drew the line across the heart of living country. Then and then, the boundary line, it's more than just a scar. It's the story of a taking written deep beneath the southern stars, before the Federation dawned, when Queensland was a colony. They carved it into map and deed for all the world to see. The land still holds the memory beneath the rain and sun, and those who listen closely hear the voices of the ones who walked here long before the line was ever drawn or named. The boundary line remembers, and the truth cannot be tamed. Long before the tall ships came, we walked the banks of Maiwar. The river gave us everything, the fish, the birds, the stars. Our old people sang the song lines, taught the children how to be in kinship with the country, in balance, wild and free. We fished the tidal reaches, we hunted on the plain, we gathered at the bunya feast and danced the corroboree again. This was Turrbal country, strong beneath the southern sun. Our law was written in the land, no paper chain or gun. We are Turrbal, we are here, Maiwar still runs through our veins. Though lines were drawn across our tracks, our spirit still remains. The song lines echo in the wind, the river knows our name. No foreign boundary ever broke the fire of Turrbal flame. Then the ships appeared in 24, and everything began to turn. Disease moved like a shadow, and the settlers came to learn that our tracks were now their boundaries, our hunting grounds their runs. They named the creeks and roads boundary, where the old ways came undone. They pushed us from the river flats, from engines beating hard. At 4 o'clock on Boundary Street, they made the curfew start. Native police rode the frontier, protection acts came down like rain. Our people sent to missions while they took the children from the plain. After Federation, the hand grew heavier still. Assimilation was the policy, to bend or break our will. Stolen generations tore the families right across this land. Little ones sent far from country, with no mother's guiding hand. We lived on city fringes, where Musgrave Park became our ground, a gathering place for those who'd lost their missions and their towns. The city rose around us, but we held our dignity, while the river kept on flowing, whispering of what would be.
But the 60s brought a turning, when the people stood and spoke. The 67 referendum put our name in the census book.
Mabo later gave us native title, land rights, hard-won ground. Young ones marched with elders, we made our presence known around. We carried truth through every decade, through the pain and through the loss. We kept the fire burning even when they tried to turn us to the cross. Now in 2026, the young ones learn the old tongue true, language rising from the silence, strong and clear and new. Welcome to country opens every gathering in Meanjin town. Treaty talks are walking forward, truth is spoken loud. We stand with pride on country that was never ceded, never sold. The river still remembers us, the story's being retold. We are Turrbal, we are strong, the line could never break our song. Our country never left us, and we never left our home. From the old ways to the new dawn, we walk with heads held high. We carry truth and memory beneath this southern sky. We offer forgiveness for the past as we heal and build anew. For the river still flows on, and Turrbal voices answer true. The boundary line is history, but our connection is the law, the eternal law of country that no one can ignore. In the spring of '87, while the Premier sailed abroad, the Moonlight State was broadcast, and the people stared in awe. Chris Masters on the ABC and Phil Dickey in the Mail had lifted up the curtain on the vice and the blackmail. Deputy Bill Gunn moved quickly while Joe was far away, called a commission of inquiry to face the light of day. They chose a QC named Fitzgerald, thought it'd be quick and clean, but the rot ran deep through decades in the force and in between. Oh, the joke had run for 30 years behind the Blue Walls Code, where bagmen counted payoffs and the top brass took their load. But when the first man broke the silence and the names began to fall, the moonlight couldn't hide them and the truth outshone it all. Fitzgerald's light came burning through the shadows of the state, and the powerful stood naked when the reckoning was made. Harry Burgess from the licensing branch was the first to crack the seal, confessed the bribes he'd taken and the system he helped steal. Then Jack Herbert called the bagman with indemnity in hand, told how the money traveled up to the highest in the land. Graham Parker, the assistant commissioner, pointed to the chief, to Sir Terry Lewis himself, and the 600 grand in brief. 2 years of public hearings, 200 days and more, 339 good souls who opened up the door. The terms were narrow at the start, but Fitzgerald would not bend. He widened out the canvas till the whole corrupt web showed its end. Death threats came to him and family, but he stood his ground alone, while the old guard started crumbling and the blue wall turned to stone. Ministers resigned in shame, the Premier's grip gave way. The National Party's 32 long years began to fray. The report was tabled July '89, a hammer blow so plain, and Queensland faced its reckoning through the sunlight and the rain. It wasn't only coppers, it was power, culture, fear, where loyalty to mates outranked the law they swore to serve. But one independent man with a steady hand and clear eye showed no one stands above the truth when the questions start to fly. From the ashes rose the CJC to watch the watchers now, a new government elected as the people took their vow. Oh, the joke is over now, though the lesson still remains, that vigilance is freedom's price when darkness calls again. Sing of the journalists who lit the fuse with steady pen, of the witnesses who broke the code and paid the price for truth, my friend. Of Tony Fitzgerald's hammer that came down upon the throne, and the daylight that replaced the moonlight in the state we call our own. The end of the joke, a ballad carved in Queensland stone. Truth will out eventually, and justice finds its own. I was driving west in 26, my pride of weed and dust. Left the coast behind me for the country I could trust. Stopped in Augathella for a feed and a quiet beer. And there beneath the old Coolibah, the past was standing near. A plaque for Patrick Kenniff and his brother James as well. The last bushranger standing when the 20th century fell. They've been duffing cattle, horses, living hard out on the run. From the upper Warrego stations to the gorges baked by sun. A warrant came for stealing and the law rode out to bring them in. Constable Doyle Dock, the manager, and Tracker Sam Johnson with them. At Lethbridge's Pocket, in the Carnarvon Ranges deep, gunshots cracked against the cliffs, and two good men fell in their sleep. Oh, the bushrangers rode like thunder through the gorges, wild and free. Expert horsemen, iron-willed in that hard and lonely country. But the reward was out, £1,000, and the manhunt had no end, till they dragged them into Brisbane town to face the judge's pen. And though the years have turned to dust, their story still rides free in the heart of every Queenslander who loves this rugged country. That night and read it all beneath the sky of southern stars. How Patrick faced the gallows and swore he'd done no wrong till dark. How James served out his sentence, lived to see the decades roll, a living ghost of outlaw days in Charter's Tower's quiet soul. And I thought of Harry Redford and his 1,000 head of prime, who showed what a bold bushman could do when he crossed the country line. Now the gorge is full of walkers with their cameras and their packs, tracing trails the trackers used when they hunted down the tracks. The land has seen it all before, the old ways and the new, and these tales of blood and daring still have power to renew, that spark a wild adventure in a world that's tamed and planned, reminding us who came before in this ancient, timeless land. So here's to the last bushrangers, to the Kenniffs and their kind, who lived and died by saddle and by gun in a harder time. In 2026, I'm richer for the lesson that they gave, that the spirit of the bush still calls the brave from cradle to the grave. The ranges keep their secrets, but the echoes never die. Lethbridge's Pocket whispers still beneath the Queensland sky. Wild Scotsman, ride like the wind, so free through the red dirt tracks of old Gin country, with a laugh and a whoop and your hat tipped so high. You're the bold bush ranger under Queensland sky. From the highlands of Scotland to Queensland's wide shore came a young lad named James, with the world to explore. He worked cattle stations and learned every track, but the bush called him wild, no turning back. In the year 64, with a flash in his eye, he saddled his horse beneath the big southern sky. He rode through the scrub where the wallabies play. The Wild Scotsman was born on that bold bushman's day. He'd stop the mail coach on the old Gander track with a friendly "G'day mate, no need to attack." He'd sort the fine letters, take only what's due, and the worthless checks sent to Bow and straight through. With a note in his hand so cheeky and bright, "Sir, these might help crown. They're no good for my fight." The troopers rode hard with a price growing grand, but the Wild Scotsman slipped through their net like fine sand. They chained him on board for a voyage by sea, but he twisted those irons and set himself free. He nailed them up high on a great iron bark tree with a note, "Thanks for nothing, the scrub's calling me." Back in the saddle through Wide Bay he flew, outsmarting the law with a grin and a woo. The kids in the towns would all whisper his name, the Wild Scotsman, the legend, the bush ranger fame. Then one fateful morning near Monduran's wide gate, some sharp station lads saw him. It sealed his fate. They galloped like madmen through the rugged range steep. He ditched his old pack horse, but they wouldn't sleep. With rifles they hollered, "Now hold it right there." He reined in his horse with a smile and a stare. "You know, troopers," he chuckled, "you ride far too well." Then he dropped his revolver and into their care fell. But the story don't end with the clink of the chain, for the Wild Scotsman lived to ride free once again. He served out his time, then he married and toiled, but the fire in his heart for the wide land still boiled. So here's to the Wild Scotsman of Gin, so bold. His daring adventures are legends retold. When you ride through the scrub where the tall gums stand tall, remember his laughter and answer the call. Wild Scotsman, forever ride free through the heart of Queensland, for you and for me. Out on the new Gympie Road where the glasshouse mountains rise, the Kabi Peaks stand sentinel under wide Queensland skies. We drove the Cobb & Co. with mail and diggers bound for gold. 6 horses leaning into traces through the dust and summer cold. Past Caboolture and Landsborough, we changed the teams each day. The old track carved by bullock teams that showed us all the way. The ruts ran deep, the creeks came down, but the teamsters knew the land. They blazed the passes long before we took the reins in hand. And the harness creaks a lonesome tune, but my heart it dreams ahead to a time when horses rest easy and the open road runs red. From the box seat of old COBB CO to the fast lanes yet to be, the spirit of this country lives in every mile of Queensland free. One day along this very run, through the glasshouse peaks so grand, they'll raise a hall of fame for the teamsters where their stories stand. For every bullocky and every whip who fought the mud and stone, who opened up the pathways and called this stubborn country home. We swapped the yarns at changing stations, Billy on the boil, of gold strikes won and fortunes lost, the hardship and the toil. But the land holds longer memory than any man can claim. The first tracks laid by the old ones here, where the dreaming speaks its name. And further out where the Boyne rises from its source on the range top high, near Norton's old gold claim in the Bulburin hills beneath the sky, we cross from east to west on the foot track over the divide, with the pure Boyne water for the horses where the watershed runs wide. The steepest pinch-tested man and beast where the ranges kiss the plain. Teamsters hauling dreams and supplies through sun and driving rain. From coastal scrub to inland runs the crossing, hard but true. The water born on the range top carried every soul straight through. But last night by the campfire glow, horses cropping in the dark, a vision came upon me clear that set my soul to spark. No crack of whip or creak of coach, no harness left to mend, but carriages that run themselves on roads without an end. Sealed and straight through the mountains where we labored long and sore, carrying folks in comfort where we once toiled and swore. And higher still, great iron birds with wings that catch the wind, soaring high above the clouds on journeys without end. In the years ahead I see it clear, this land both old and new, travel swift from dawn to dusk, yet the country holds us true. The glasshouse peaks still standing guard, the Boyne flows pure and bright, the old spirit of the track lives on in the travelers of the night. So the harness creaks a lonesome tune, but my heart it dreams ahead to a time when horses rest easy and the open road runs red. From the box seat of old COBB CO to the highways of today, the old ways and the new ways walk in harmony, they say. The land's still in our blood, you know, in every heart that roams, from COBB CO's rough glory days to the modern roads back home. Remember us who drove these tracks, the teamsters and the whips. We opened up the country with the sweat upon our lips. The dreaming and the future meet where the ranges kiss the sky, and the spirit of carbon coal keeps rolling, mates. It never dies. In 1859, she claimed her sovereign name, Queensland born in northern dreams. She stepped into the flame. The pioneers with axe and fire cleared the ancient stand. They built their future on the bones of gum and paper, bark and sand. Oh, the march of progress rolled across the wide brown land. We cheered the rising cities and the highways running grand. But every mile we conquered took a piece we can't replace. The living heart of Queensland paid the price for every place. From cane fields burning crimson to the mines that scarred the range, the cattle runs and railways brought the seasons of our change. The Gold Coast sparkled brighter than the southern stars at night, while Helen's Vale's gentle hills were swallowed out of sight. Where whole koala colonies once moved through eucalypso tall, the dozers wrote their final chapter and the last trees had to fall. A mother pressed her Joey to the trunk of the last tree. Her world reduced to silence where the wild things used to be. No more the soft gray bodies in the moonlight's silver glow, just the rumble of the traffic where the old ones used to go. We weep for every tree that fell, for every life displaced, for the stories in the soil that time will not erase. The land that gave us everything now wears the scars we made, and asks if we can find the heart to heal the mess we laid. But from the quiet of the parks, a different story grows, where national parks stand sentinel and conservation sows. From Lamington's misty peaks to the ranges running west, we're planting back the future, giving nature back her rest. So let the progress of tomorrow walk with root and leaf and wing. Let the koala calls return where once we heard them sing. The sacrifice was heavy and the tears were not in vain. If we guard the green that's left us, we can heal the land again. The bushland gave its everything so we could find our way. Now we must give it back with love. That's the debt we owe today. Out of Sydney's crowded courts where the law books gathered dust, came a young man with a notebook and a wanderlust for rust. Andrew Barton Paterson, they called him Banjo for his steed, but the bush had claimed his spirit and he answered to its creed. Banjo rode the bush alive with every line he penned. He gave a voice to drovers and to swagmen round the bend. From the snowy mountains high to Queensland's open plain, his songs became the heartbeat of a nation born in rain. In 1895 he rode where the red dust swirls and spins, to Dagworth near old Winton where the station life begins. A melody from Christina's heart floated on the evening breeze, and Banjo caught it in his words. Waltzing Matilda came with ease. The swagman and his jumbuck by the shady billabong, the trooper and the freedom that the wide country made him long. That song was forged in Queensland's heart, and soon the whole world knew. The unofficial anthem of the red, the black, the blue. His anthology hit the streets like a wildfire through the scrub. The man from Snowy River sold as fast as any pub. Clancy of the Overflow rode north to Queensland's call, and Hosey's memorized the verses, one and all. He saved the old bush ballads from the camps and from the tracks, collected yarns of pioneers before they faded into facts. Though the world has turned to highways and the droving days are done, Banjo spirit rides forever underneath the southern sun. If you've never heard the name or the tales he spun so true, he was the city lawyer who made the outback poetry new. With saddle, pen, and courage, he showed the world our way, the mateship and the hardship of a young land every day. So sing it loud for Banjo, let the chorus ring out clear. From the Gulf to the Great Divide, his words are always near. In every modern bush ballad that we sing around the fire, you'll hear the echo of his ride, Banjo's Queensland calling higher. Far beyond the bitumen, where the red dirt turns to green, the Daintree stands like living time, the oldest there has been. Kuku Yalanji dreaming country, river dark and wide, the cable ferry carries dreamers to the other side. Boardwalks vanish into vine and mist that never lifts, where cassowaries walk like dinosaurs through filtered light and drifts. The air is thick with stories that the elders still retell, of ancestors who shaped this place and guard it still so well. Daintree dreaming, call me home through the monsoon rain, where the rainforest meets the reef and the river sings again. Old ways and new ways, walking side by side in harmony. The land is in our blood, it's where we're meant to be. From the wet tropics heart to the coral just offshore, Daintree dreaming, running through our Queensland veins once more. The scientists and rangers move with quiet, careful feet, reading every leaf and track like scripture, soft and sweet. Indigenous knowledge leading where the modern world now turns, healing what was taken, watching country as it learns. When the big wet comes in fury and the cyclones spin their might, the forest bends but never breaks, it's learned to own the night. The locals know the danger, but they also know the grace of living in a paradise that time cannot erase. The kids are learning language, the old songs and the lore, while eco dollars help to keep the chainsaws from the door. The ferryman has seen it all across the decades he has roamed. Backpackers, elders, scientists, this place has been their home. But one thing never changes in this cathedral made of trees: the feeling you are standing in the presence of eternity. So close your eyes at first light, when the mist hangs low and still. You can feel the heartbeat of the country, strong and real. The rainbow serpent's river, the ancestors' guiding flame. In every drop of rain, forest rain that calls us back again. It's not just pretty scenery, it's living, breathing soul, a promise to the children that we'll never let it go. Daintree dreaming, call me home through the monsoon rain. Daintree dreaming, running through our Queensland veins once more. So across the ferry, on the boardwalk, listen to the trees. This ancient heart still beats for us if we listen, if we please. Daintree, Daintree dreaming, forever in our care.
Bulburin holds the line, dry rainforest on the ridges, ancient vines that still entwine. The rangers and the trigger civil owners walk these tracks as one, keeping what was nearly lost beneath the morning sun. From Lamington's cool beach forest to the Bunya sacred peaks, under a sleeping lava tubes where the ancient fire still speaks. These are the green cathedrals where the old stories remain, written in the canopy, carried in the rain. From Bulburin to the reef, from the mountains to the sea, these are Queensland's national parks, the wild heart that sets us free. Old ways and new ways standing shoulder to shoulder in the sun. The land is in our blood and the dreaming's never done. We are the guardians now for the children yet to come. From Bulburin to the reef, this country is our home. Daintree breeds where Kuku Yalanji have always been, and Gurry rises golden with the butchell's ancient dream. Ancient brook towers from the sea where the mangroves meet the tide. Conway guards the Whitsundays with her island side by side. And the Great Barrier Reef stretches further than the eye can see, a living, breathing wonder that we hold with love and responsibility. These are the places where the ocean and the land entwine. Every generation learns the boundary line. In the west, Carnarvon's gorges hide the hour upon the stone, while Boojamula's waters sing in a land so dry and lone. Winyaru's wetlands welcome every bird across the sky. These parks are the breathing spaces where the wild can still run free. From the volcanic plains of Undera to the peaks that touch the cloud, every park tells a different story, everyone makes us proud. The rangers rise at first light, the elders share what they know. Together they are writing the next chapter as they go. And this is just the overture, there are more stories yet to tell, of every single national park that we have come to love so well. In the albums still to come, we'll walk each one alone and give each its own ballad, its own voice, its own hope. But for now, we sing them together, one big family under the sky. From Bulburin to the reef, our parks will never die. From Bulburin to the reef, from Bulburin, from the mountains to the sea. Oh, these are Queensland's national parks, the wild heart that sets us free. Old ways and new ways standing shoulder to shoulder in the sun. The land is in our blood and the dreaming's never done. We are the guardians now for the children yet to come. From Bulburin to the reef, this country is our home.